Hi YouTube, today I'm going to be talking about Venus in 7th house. So Venus is the planet of love, grace, beauty, elegance, harmony, balance, wealth, prosperity. It's a very loving kind of energy. It's your love style also. The 7th house is traditionally ruled by Libra, and that is the house of partnerships, one-on-one relationships. So when you put Venus, and Libra is ruled by Venus, so this house is ruled by Venus, and you're putting your Venus sign in the house of Venus. So it's a very well-liked placement, and it's a very good placement to have. Like it's one of the exalted placements. So in a sense, you prioritize a lot of relationships. You might find it very important and imperative for you to have relationships, whether it be like with your friends, whether it be with an actual partner. You want like a relationship of some sort. And in your relationships, you seek harmony and balance and beautiful connections. You can be very relationship oriented, like very diplomatic in a sense, where you seek fairness. You may have a very hard time, like a very frustrating time with dealing with difficult things, very hard things to deal with. You don't like conflict, you don't like things that disrupt your balance and put you off edge, especially when it comes to like choosing sides. Like if your friends are in an argument, you hate choosing sides, so you may choose a diplomatic approach to things, and you seek like very peaceful solutions, very harmonious solutions, very two-sided solutions. You're not biased, or you don't like to come off as biased. You working together in your relationships are very important. You don't like to be disregarded in your relationships, whether it be like friendships, family relationships, or actual partnerships. You like there to be balanced, where both of your voices matter. When it comes to one-on-one relationships, you might be someone who likes to share things with their partner, who likes to share ideas, who likes to share actual material things with your partner. And a lot of times there is a fear to kind of be alone and not to have any connections, because like that's just how this house kind of works. You kind of need a friend or a partnership, because through that is where you express yourselves a little bit, through your relationships and through the people that you meet and the partnerships that you have. You feel happy, you feel good, and that's why you seek relationships. You're very good with the public eye. You're very good at like being seen as someone who's knows like balance, who knows fairness, who knows how to cooperate with others very well. You might be very popular with people because you're just seen as someone who's very graceful, very elegant, very beautiful. This house is ruled by Venus, and your Venus sign has a lot to do with your appearance. So you might be someone who's very charming with your words, because like very charming with your words, but also very charming with your aesthetics, because the Venus sign here is known to play a lot with your actual physical appearance, and Libra is known to be very symmetrical, like the facial features and things like that. So you might just be very aesthetically pleasing and very beautiful. And then on top of that, you're very charming, because you know what to say to people. You know how to make people feel loved, desired, and you know how to make people feel worthy. You benefit from working with other people. You benefit from working in your partnerships. You benefit from working with your friends, with working with your business partners, things like that. You place a lot of emphasis on relationships and partnerships and working with a lot of people. You might be someone who likes to be a leader when it comes to group projects, when it comes to relationships. You like to be like the one that's like, okay, this isn't working out and I think we should fix it. What do you think? Things like that. You always take the other person's feelings and their thoughts into consideration, and that's why you're seen as someone who's very kind and very helpful. A lot of times this can be a struggle though, because you're known to be a people pleaser, because that like you value relationships and friendships so much that you tend to silence your own opinion and your own feelings, just so that the other people can feel like good, that they can see you as someone who's very kind. You know, you want to be seen as someone who's good. So like you can tend to be a people pleaser and not really take yourself into consideration because you get lost in others and helping others and being with others and all of that. So you can be a people pleaser and tend to search for your own self-worth and through others and how others view you. And a lot of times your own validation can come through what others think of you. You don't like it when people think of you negatively. So when it comes to relationships here, first of all, you love relationships, but it's not necessarily the person. Well, yeah, you can be in love with someone and then truly like just be in love and then you truly feel like it's only them. But a lot of times people with this placement, it's not necessarily the person. Like you can cuddle and you can hug, like you need affection, you need cuddles, you need love. But a lot of times it's not necessarily just with a certain person. It can be with anybody. That's why you search for relationships a lot, and then once you get out of relationships, you might just jump into the next one really quickly, you know? So it's not, a lot of times it's not necessarily the person, it's just how they make you feel, or it's just like needing someone in a sense. So that can be the negative side. But the positive side here is that you're very, even though you yourself may not be balanced, you know how to balance things out. You know how to balance your social environments. You are also known to be very sympathetic. I mean, sympathetic or empathetic? Who cares? Same thing. So you're very good at making others feel good about themselves, and people love that about you because you're such a kind and warm-hearted person. Even though a lot of times you can be such a people pleaser that you're kind of disrupting the balance, you know, you don't know necessarily how to choose sides all the time. So it's very hard for you to maintain your own balance, and causing you to disrupt more balance. You know, a lot of times you can like, you know how to be the mediator, yes, but you're so good at seeing both points of the arguments when it comes to relationships, when it comes to your friends and stuff, that you might like be like, oh, they have a good point, and then you might be talking about with them, and then the other person finds out what you said, but you also agree with what the other person's saying. I don't know if that makes sense, but it can make you come across a little bit as two-faced, a little bit as fake. I'm not saying that you are. You're just so good at seeing both sides of the situation that you can agree upon both sides. So a lot of people don't understand. They're like, just choose like my side. And it's like, no, I understand both of yours. I'm not talking bad about you guys. I'm just understanding like both sides of your situation. If that makes sense, I might apply to a few of you guys. By the way, I'm shuffling my tarot. If like, you didn't see what I was doing. Yeah, it helps me to communicate a lot better. So yeah, you're just someone who's very relationship orientated. You can get a little bit lost in your relationships, tend to prioritize them above like your own needs and your own satisfaction. But for the most part, it's a really good placement to have. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Please leave any comments regarding the content of this video, and I'll see you guys later.